Arguments have been made in favor or opposed to each of the incentive programs available for PV. If your work involves PV in any manner at all, it is likely that at some point you will be asked for reasons to justify incentives. So let's go over some of the major reasons for incentive programs. Of course, all of these reasons are controversial. 1. PV creates less pollution than other forms of generating electricity. No manner of generating electricity is completely pollution-free, including PV. Manufacturing solar cells involves toxic chemicals, and pollution is generated by transporting modules to the site of a PV array and by construction equipment used to build an array. Some types of solar modules, most notably cadmium telluride modules, need to be disposed of carefully when they no longer work. However, PV arrays generate no emissions while generating electricity. This compares favorably with carbon dioxide and often other pollutants discharged when burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas. Nuclear power produces nuclear waste. 2. PV subsidies are needed to balance the subsidies for other forms of generating electricity. Tax breaks are a very common subsidy for both PV and other energy sources. Tax breaks for a specific energy source mean either that taxes must be imposed on the rest of society to collect the money that the government needs, or valuable government services are not performed for a lack of money. See the link after this video for an article on this topic. Pollution is also a form of subsidy to polluting electricity generators, which people pay for through higher medical bills and reduced quality of life and longevity. 3. We need to develop PV technology. Someday fossil fuel stocks will diminish. We need incentives to keep the industry going and to advance the technology for future use. 4. Many PV systems are installed on or next to a building which uses much of the power. This reduces the energy that must be transported to the building from a more distant power plant. 5. PV installation creates jobs, especially in construction-related fields. Many economists believe that job-creating incentives are necessary in the present economy. Because PV incentives only pay part of the cost of a project, they encourage other spending which creates more jobs. This is a particularly popular reason among politicians at the state and local level, and is often the primary reason that state and local incentives are enacted.